adjust this. Holy cow! I should have zoomed out. I think there was an option a minute ago to zoom out a little bit, and I didn't choose it. It was a big mistake. So now you got a close up of my face. But I will do this. Let me see if I can dim the light a little. There we go. All right. Oh, not what I wanted. There we go. A little brighter. All right. We'll see who pops in. Originally, I was going to do this later tonight, and I decided to do it a little earlier because I have a little bit of energy right now. What's up, Twisty's Art? How's it going? Good to see you, Twisty's Art. I was going to say you're the first person in here, so I feel like you should get a reward. You're the first person to comment. So if you have my email, theparasitepodcast@gmail.com, shoot me an email, and I'll give you a free digital comic book, and I'll let you pick. So you tell me what you want. Do you want Extreme Carnage Alpha, #1? Or would you like Demon Days, #1? Or would you like Nonstop Spider-Man, #1? So shoot me an email right now in the next minute. Ask me or tell me which one you want, and whether it's Demon Days, Extreme Carnage, or Nonstop Spider-Man. Shoot me an email right now and ask me which one you want, and I will message you. I'll reply to you back at theparasitepodcast@gmail.com. If you're able to, go ahead and send me that email. Since you're the first one who said something in the chat. I made it. I'm here. What's up, little Riddle John? How's it going? Hello. My head. How's it going? Drake, what's up? I'd like a comic where Carnage fights Jason. I wish I had that comic. That would be awesome. I do have some comic books here. So unfortunately, this one I can't give out because I guess I might have already done that. I don't remember. But I saw the sticker peeled off. And normally, for my memory's sake, I don't peel the stickers off unless I use the code. So I guess I gave this away at some point. This is Carnage Black, White, and Blood #1. So what I'm going to do on tonight's episode is I will have a comic book that I'll show like this, and then I'll turn it over, and on the back side there will be a code. And in order to use that code or redeem that code, you have to go to marvel.com/redeem. So let me write that down, and I'll flash it up on screen from time to time. So if you guys are on your computer or somewhere, keep a tab open with that website. Marvel.com/redeem. It looks a lot like that. Marvel.com/redeem. Does that read forward? Am I backwards? You let me know in the chat. But yeah, so marvel.com/redeem. Every once in a while, I'll pop it up on screen. But for those of you who are out there right now, pull that tab open because I might randomly give out some codes. I have 10 books to give away. We're going to have our friend here. Oh, he just emailed me. So let me see what Twisty says. Extreme Carnage Alpha. You got it, my friend. I'm going to respond right now with the code. So be sure to put it in. Go to that website and put it in. And you will get that comic book. Let me know if the code works. Hopefully I wrote all these down right. All right, so I'll move that off the list. Now we have 9 comic books left. Twisty, you're awesome. Thanks for being the first person in the chat. Thanks for the thumbs up, everybody. How's everyone doing? My head says, Faraj says, I'm doing well. Good. All right, good. Good to hear. What's Carnage Black, White, and Blood about? It's just a bunch of anthology stories that are set, I won't say in continuity. I know I had a conversation about that with someone the other day on one of my comments. I don't think they're in continuity stories. I think they're like drifting or side continuities to where if you want to accept it, you can, but it's not it's like a Deadpool continuity. It's not really real. But they're just a bunch of short stories in each issue. May the odds ever be in your favor. Marvel's redeem process is such a pain in the arse. Should just be able to do it in the app. I wish you could do it in the app. Yeah, you have to go to the website, redeem it there, and then link your app to it. So it's a little bit of a nightmare. But Twisty, you got your code. Let me know if it works. Either email me back and let me know it works, or just say something in the chat. It's fine. Thanks for the 4 thumbs up, everyone. I'm doing really great, Drake says, and I'm turning 21 in August. I hope you're doing well. Hey, happy 21st birthday coming up, man. And we are 2 months away from Venom Let There Be Carnage. How awesome. I mean, how long have we been waiting for this movie? It seems like forever. I know there's other movies that took a lot longer to come out and stuff, but I know we've been waiting patiently and impatiently at times too. So I'm just glad we're now 2 months away. And I'm very grateful, like I said, for the support. If you guys didn't see my video yesterday, I was hesitant to use the new intro in yesterday's episode. I was going to save it for after episode 650, which is this episode. But I figured in this episode I wouldn't have an intro, so probably better just to use it. So I made two, well, three technically, but two are the exact same, just with a different stinger at the front. But I made two final intros. We are about to enter the last 100 episodes of the Venom vlog. I know Eddie's mullet said that makes him think of a Boys to Men song, and so, and I know some people are like, you know, upset. Some one or two people actually got a little angry with me about it. A lot of you guys I know are very accepting and being like, okay, yeah, we get it. And then some people are just confused, like, why would you end this? I know I was really hoping to go to episode 1000. That would have been awesome. And never say never. Who knows? That could still happen. The thing is, the reason we've been able to get to this many episodes in 4 years is because we literally went through years of comic books, video games, toys, even current toys, movies, you know, set stuff, you know, behind the scenes stuff. Like we had a lot of material to pull from, and we still have a lot now. I just don't want to do an episode on every single little thing right now because I don't want to blow through our final 100 episodes. So I know some people are like, hey, how come we haven't discussed this or talked about this? I'm like, I'm trying to keep it that way, so that way I make sure we go through every comic book that I want to cover. And at some point when this show is done, we will have, from episode 1 to 750, we'll not only have a tracking of the entire making of the two movies, but we'll also have breakdowns and discussion videos on all the cartoon episodes Venom has been in. So we got Ultimate Spider-Man we're going to try to do before the finale of a Venom vlog. We have still some Peter Parker comics to get through, still some more Carnage stuff to get through. So we have still a lot more to do in 100 episodes. So I'm going to do my best to make it happen. If we go a little bit over, it's not the end of the world. If I have to go to 800 episodes to cover all the comics, I will. Some of the Elseworld stuff we probably will miss out on or not cover, but never say never. Like I said, if they announce a third movie, if they announce a Sinister Six movie with Venom in it, then that gives me reason to come back and do this show, but it just won't be the primary show on this channel. I just won't have enough content to do this 3 times a week, you know, like I do now. So that's why I know it's a goodbye, but you know, it may not be a forever goodbye. Much like comic books, you know, we'll see. But again, my health is a factor in it too. I do want to start doing this podcast, the Fantastic Cast, where I talk about the Fantastic Four, and I want that to not just be here on YouTube, but on other podcasting platforms. So I want to kind of branch out a little bit and put it on other places. I'll probably put it on YouTube first, and then put it on those other places second. But that is my plan, and that way I don't have to have this light in my eye all the time, stare at a computer all day. Editing and stuff, like editing a podcast and just the audio, is a lot easier for me. And I know it's not me trying to be lazy or anything. You know me, I'd love to grind and work hard and keep producing stuff for you guys. That I know I don't have the best content out there, but I do try. I try not to just be a guy sitting in a chair. I try to edit or add some kind of effects or get some artwork, you know, done, or I try to do something and do more than just the bare minimum. But I know some people still say they think I do the bare minimum, but it is a lot on me, and with my health and stuff. Like, I have good weeks and I have really bad weeks, and actually this morning I had a really bad morning. So, you know, I got to do what I can. I got to look out for me, but at the end of the day, I like talking comics. It makes me feel better, and so I will continue to do that in some form. So this isn't goodbye forever. This is just, you know, and plus we still got 100 episodes left, so we got a lot of work to do. There's no ending this show anytime soon. I mean, maybe by the end of the year, but even still, I don't know. I think there will still be a little bit left. Let me pull up my chat on the computer here, because I'm just getting overwhelmed with the amount of... Oh, ad.
Inspired by the cooking style of Lebanese immigrant.
Ad. Lebanese food? Ooh, yummy. All right, let me get that chat going. Angel Rose, what is up? Speaking of Angel Rose, I just saw her comment. We will have more Parasite podcasts coming up very, very soon. So don't you worry, for those of you who've been wondering about that. I have an episode going up on Tuesday afternoon, and then you'll probably see one a week or one every 2 weeks between now and the movie coming out. So yeah, more Parasite podcasts coming up. I'm certain none of the Black, White, and Blood books are in continuity. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're not. And I know Eddie's sad. I know, and because I had people write me go like, dude, like, I like your channel because you made a kind of a little hub for Venom fans on YouTube, and I like how you talk about things, and like how you break things down, and you have an interesting perspective, even if I don't agree with you. And I like that. That was the goal, was to meet other Venom fans and have at least one person say that to me, and that was awesome that some more than one of you have said that to me. So it's tough, I know, but there's so much other Venom out there now. There's so much other content. There's other people doing Venom stuff, and obviously there's been people who have been doing it a lot longer than me, like Venom Site and other people online. So the community is never going to go anywhere. You're always going to find friends who love talking about Venom, and you can still always come to me and talk about Venom. We'll still do the Seek and Destroy show. I'll try to do one live episode a month, and Seek and Destroy show is I do basically AMAs. We can talk about anything, and so we can always continue to talk about Venom there. And like I said, we still got 100 episodes left, so don't cry or get sad right now. Like, wait like 7 or 8 months when we're on the last like 5 episodes, then we can start getting all misty-eyed and stuff. But I have 2 new intros I edited. One you saw today on the episode that went up before this, 649. You also saw me drawing in the background. So that that was cool that I got to add some of that in, some of my footage of what I wanted to do with the Venom movie poster that I wanted to design. You saw Tom's head and the symbiote head. I had other plans to draw Venom. Actually, I have the blue lines here, so you guys haven't seen this. I have the blue lines here, where it was going to be like, so you have like his chest and body there, his arms over here, his head here. You can't see it too well, I know, because the lighting, and his waist here. I kind of used a shot of Riot from the first movie as like just to get the positioning of the character. But I started drawing this because I was going to have Venom like hunched over, like leaning in, and then I was going to draw the Venom the Madness heads coming out of his back. And that was going to be my idea for the Venom movie poster. And it was going to have all these black Venom heads, but then one red Carnage head. And I was going to have this great line. Let me see if I can pull up the quote. Evil unchecked grows. Is that how it is? Yes, here's the quote. Evil unchecked grows. Evil tolerated poisons the whole system. Jawaharial Naru is a quote from him, and I'm pretty sure I'm mispronouncing his first name, and probably his last name. But great quote. I've always liked that quote, and I always mispronounce his name. But I was going to have that be the tagline on the poster, where it's like, if you tolerate evil long enough, it's going to poison your whole system. So it's got this one red Carnage head, and then my idea was that you would turn it, and it would go from an Eddie Brock head to a Venom head, but then you would see more red on his shoulders, and all the little heads would go from one red head in the group of black heads, and then they would all become red as you turn the poster. So that was my idea. Very ambitious idea, and I didn't get anywhere near to finishing it. So, because drawing is freaking hard. It's the final countdown. Yeah, Job, Gob, how dare you have a life outside of Venom? I know. I mean, I don't. I don't. I just, I'm kind of like, wow, look at how much we've done in this amount of time. Like we've said, you guys know exactly how I feel about Venom. You know what I like in a Venom story. You know what I don't like. I don't think I surprise any of you when I review stuff anymore. I think you're like, oh yeah, that sounds like the stuff Zeke likes. Like I'm mostly consistent with that stuff. So to me, I feel like part of me almost feels like you guys are sick of me talking about Venom. Or you have to on some level be a little sick of tired of me. So, but Fantastic Four, I feel like we've talked a lot about Reed Richards and the Fantastic Four and the Maker and stuff throughout the history of our Venom vlog. So I find them to be a very natural transition. I know most people be like, why don't you go into Spider-Man? I think Fantastic Four is more up my alley. And then with that movie being in development at some point, I'm sure we'll have movie stuff to talk about too. So, so will the channel come to an end or just Venom stuff? Just Venom stuff. We'll keep the Seek and Destroy show going, so you'll see my face occasionally. I'll pop out a DC video every now and again. I thought Seek and R was going to be more of a bigger show that I do on here, but I don't think so. Like I get cool stuff from Warner Brother Animation and Warner Brother Home Video, so I'll probably do reviews for any of that stuff that comes in. Like I don't know if I could show you. I can't show you. I got something in the mail the other day, so yeah, I better not. I don't know what the rule. I know what the rule is, but I didn't ask in this case. I didn't ask, so I better not show anything. But yes, you'll see some reviews for some Warner Brothers home entertainment stuff, which is cool. They actually send me stuff in the mail now, and it's really awesome. So you will see that show. That will continue in the Seek and R show. And then Seek and Destroy will be our main show on here. So that'll kind of take over for a while. And Venom Vlog, I'll still try to pump out 2 to 3 episodes a week up until the show ends, for sure. But after that, we're going to switch into the Fantasticast. So the Fantasticast, you can find me on Instagram now at the Fantasticast. And then coming up soon, me and my friend Alex are going to be doing reaction reviews. We're going to watch What If. We're probably going to pre-record them and then upload them. So that way you're seeing our reaction as we're watching the show. So it won't have any footage of the show or audio. But then you'll hear me and Alex talk about it after the show. So those will be like 40 to 45 minute episodes, and you'll start seeing those posting up in like 2 weeks. Angel, it's so good to see you. I'm glad you're doing all right. Hello. Thanks. I have received the comic. You are the best, and I hope you have the best life you get. Oh, I appreciate that, Twisties. I appreciate it, man. Thank you. Never mind, you answered my question. Oh, did I? Damn it. I'm glad you got the book, Twisty. So, all right. So, marvelcomic.com redeem. You guys, make sure you have a tab open for that page. Let's give out a comic book. Let's see. Let's just pick a random one here. You know what? It's not random. It's first on the list. I'll grab it real quick. Nonstop Spider-Man. So, we'll try this. We'll try. I know it's hard to do this, but if you win, try to give someone else a running start when I give out the other codes. Try not to win all of them. If you want to win, try to win like 2 or 3, that's fine. But sit back and try to let someone else win. But if you do win, let me know in the comments, okay? So this is Nonstop Spider-Man #1, a new book that has Baron Zemo versus Spider-Man in it. I know Venom's on the cover, but he's not in the book. I'm so sorry. I bought the book because I thought Venom would be in it. He wasn't. But I got Baron Zemo, and that's really cool. So the digital code is right there. WGYN1XJC6MGX. I'll leave that up for a second there. So the first person to go to marvel.com/redeem and put in this code and link it to your account or whatever. And in between codes, if you don't have an account, make sure you set one up with the app, because that'll make it a little bit easier to put these codes in and get them in fast. But these are use once and they're gone codes. So the first person to get this code in is going to win the comic book. So feel free, go ahead, put that in there. And let me know in the comments if you got it. I'll leave it up here for another second. I'll read some comics. Oh, Drake, I'm sorry, I missed your comment. Comment there. I better get invited. Wait. I better get invited or the Dreadface on the Dreadface issue of your Fantastic Four podcast. Deal. Okay. Deal. I mean, I'm sure we're still going to talk symbiotes occasionally on my Fantastic Four thing, but I'll be honest with you, I'm mainly just going through the Stan Lee, Jack Kirby run. So it will be focused mainly on like the first 106 issues of Fantastic Four. But beyond that, I will go into it. There'll probably be like, I'm thinking I might really run with the number 4. We'll see how it goes. I was thinking about doing 4-minute podcasts since it's a Fantastic Four. Now, if we talk about movie or news or stuff like that, those will go longer because those will be discussions. But my discussion, my breakdown of each issue, I'll try to keep it really tight to 4 minutes. We'll see. I'll record 1 or 2 and see how well it goes. But I'll let you know if I do the Dreadface one again. I'm good, Angel. How are you? I'm counting down the days left till Let There Be Carnage. I know, we got, 60 days left? Which is like counting down to the last day of school. It really is. I got new Venom and Carnage shirts for the movie. I am ready, Twisty says. Nice. All right, so anyone claim this? Anyone get this? Because my arm's getting tired. Did anyone get this code? Let me know if you got Nonstop Spider-Man. Like I said, go to marvel.com/redeem and put in that code. If you need to screen grab it or whatever, you can always do that too if you're on your phone. And let me know in the comments if you got the code or if you used it. Let me know. All right, so what else can we talk about? So yeah, but I don't want to get into like all the stuff we're doing later right now. We still got 100 episodes left of the Venom vlog, and this is a Venom vlog episode. So I'd like to still keep the conversation on the Venom vlog and talk about how we got 60 days left till Venom Let There Be Carnage comes out, which is awesome. And just how awesome you guys have been over the years. You know, like, I mean, seriously, like I know we've had our moments, like for sure, like me, like I get, you know, temperamental at times, or and have a good day, have a bad day, whatever. I mean, like you, I'm just human, and I know I try to be forgiving. And when people get into arguments, and we've had a little bit of that on this show, but I'll be honest, man. When I think back of this show, I only have good memories. Like I know that one or two instances happen where I'm like, oh, that sucked that happened, but I can only think of one or two. Like, and I don't even remember the specifics of them. This show has been unreal. Like it like I don't know how to put into words, because I know people say like, oh, I never expected to get like this many followers or this many viewers, or make this many new friends. And I know that sounds like a cliche thing to say, but 100% I didn't think that was going to happen. I went back and watched the first episode the other day, when after I edited the intros for the final 100 episodes, and I watched me reacting to Tom Hardy training for the role of Venom, and he was like kickboxing and doing Muay Thai and jiu-jitsu and things like that. And I remember just being pumped. And I remember the first season of the show, like I was trying to lose some weight and I was eating better. I was living with Kevin. I think I had just moved in with Kevin. So you guys, if you watch some Seek and Destroy episodes that came out before Venom Vlog, you'll see my old apartment, my first apartment, where I had no kitchen, and I lived in like a little square, and it had no AC, and I lived there for 7 years, and I was melting every summer with Echo, and it was rough. And I would put trays of ice cubes in front of a fan and like blow it on us to keep us cool. Like, and then the ice cubes would be melted in like 20 minutes. I think about, how much of my life this show has been a part of, and it's unreal. Like I've moved 3 times in LA while doing this show, to from my first apartment to Kevin to Victor. And then from there across the country to here to Florida. Like all that happened in the last 4 years of my life. And it made me feel like how still my life was leading up to that. Like post aneurysm, like in 2011, I come back to LA from South Carolina, and from there to like 2017, I'm just, I'm working on Soulstar, I'm working on comic books, I'm doing all that, and I'm grinding in that way, and I get to these low points where my self-esteem was low, my health was low, my confidence was low, like a suicide attempt, I mean everything I think about, I'm like, and then I'm like, oh man, there was a lot of rough patches, but there was so much good stuff, and then I hit the stride of doing this show. And I just think of all the positive. Like I'm like, man, I really did something with post-suicide attempt. Like I really did something positive for myself. Like I made friends, which for someone who's doesn't like going outside and likes people and would like to be some more social, but because of all my health stuff, it's like it's harder. I was just thinking like, man, this show really like did a lot for me, as far as my self-growth, as far as talking to people who have vehemently different opinions than me, but yet still being civil with them and talking to them. Yeah, of course we had 1 or 2 that we've told to like piss off or whatever, but that happens. It's the internet. They come sometimes, those people. But for the most part, we've built something really cool here together. And I don't know what kind of effect I had on you guys, but just know that you've had nothing but positive effect on me. And then you pushing me to do things, to go out and explore and actually do things in LA, that I didn't really do before. I just sit at home and did nothing. And you guys were like, oh, you could go be a part of the Venom release party, the DVD release party, and you can go to the screening, and oh my God, you met Tom, and you're near San Francisco. You can go up to the set of the movie. And it's like all those things happen because of you guys and the show, and you pushing me to bring you the best content I was able to bring you. And I hope I can still continue to do that in some form living on this coast. Atlanta is about as far away from me right now as San Francisco was when I lived in LA. They film a lot of Marvel stuff up in Atlanta. So if there's ever a chance where I'm good enough financially to take a week off work and go up there while they're filming Fantastic Four, if they film it up there, or any other movie that they film, and bring that to you guys, I will. Of course I will. I'll be happy to, as long as my health holds up and all the stars align. I'm happy to do it, absolutely. But I think this show, like I said, it's helped not just my outlook on life and be more positive. It's also helped me look internally at the flaws that I've had and still have by examining a character like Eddie Brock. It's actually improved my self-awareness on myself. of how low I get sometimes and things, and how some behaviors I have that I don't like in myself that I try to weed out. And that all comes from examining this character. So I can only imagine what is going to happen now that we're going to examine characters like Ben Grimm, Sue Storm, Johnny Storm, and Reed Richards, and Victor Von Doom, amongst others. Other people that came out of the Fantastic Four world, like Silver Surfer, the Inhumans, Black Panther, Galactus. Like there's so many characters that come from Fantastic Four lore. It's going to be a fun time, I think. But that fun time will happen later, because we still got a lot more fun to explore, exploring Carnage and the Peter Parker years with the symbiote. And also we got to go through the Mike Costa run, which was just ending 4 years ago when we started this show. Now we can bring it back full circle and end this show by wrapping up the Mike Costa run, which is going to be awesome. I feel bad saying it, but I was so excited to see the Friends of Humanity appear in Extreme Carnage. Yeah, I know. Like, that was pretty neat. I'm an X-Men fan, so that was cool that they brought that back. Yeah, I'm pumped for that. That was awesome. Did anyone get that comic book, by the way? I don't know if I saw someone comment. So let me know if you guys got that comic book, the Spider-Man one, because I'm about to give away another one here in a second. Did I hear Road Trip? Yeah. Oh, look, Riddle John, I'll take you. You can come. You got to come with me. Riddle John, by the way, congratulations. I don't think I said this on stream yet, but if I'm not mistaken, you proposed recently, and she said yes. Am I right about that? I think I saw a post on Instagram about it. So if so, congratulations, man. Just bring this up, but Shriek is my girlfriend's favorite Spider-Man villain, which is interesting because Carnage is my favorite Spider-Man villain. Nice. Hey, that's a great thing. So you two are made for each other. Yeah, Shriek, I can't wait to see her in the movie. I can't see what Naomi does with the character. That's going to be awesome. And I don't know if I have any more stories with her coming up. Maybe. I can't remember. Yeah, I don't know. I don't remember what. Considering the Carnage books we have left, I don't think so. Because unless she shows up in the Jerry Conway stuff, which, by the way, I read Volume 2. My review of that will probably go up later this week. Volume 3 I haven't read yet, and I got to reread Red Goblin, and those are going to complete our Carnage week. But the summer of Carnage is going to keep going. We're obviously going to cover the Ravencroft miniseries, and also Black, White, and Blood. We're going to cover that series as well. I'm going to try to make a shelf figure of all the early 2000 Marvel heroes. Nice, Tristan. Nice. Oh, that'd be awesome. That's going to look good. Thank you, bro. And she did say yes, and now we're moving in together at the end of this month. Awesome. Mazel tov. Congratulations, man. Well, then, you know what? Because I'm starting not to feel too well, guys. I'm sorry. So, Riddle John, shoot me an email, and tell me which comic book you want. Do you want Demon Days? This will be a small wedding gift, I guess. Do you want Demon Days, Nonstop Spider-Man number 2? Actually, no, Nonstop Spider-Man 2, we'll give out in the stream here. Or do you want like issue 2 of Carnage, Black, White, and Blood? So which one do you want? Demon Days or issue 2 of Carnage, Black, White, and Blood? Whatever one you want, send me an email. And then for the rest of you, I'm going to give you another chance to win Nonstop Spider-Man number 2. Boom. 4B 5D 55 M5, the letter I, ASJ. So that is the code. Go to marvel.com/redeem and enter this code to get Nonstop Spider-Man number 2. And I'll leave that up for a second. Let me catch up with comics. I made it, Eric. You made it, dude. Yeah, I started a little early tonight. Huh, Echo? It was Echo's idea. Yeah, I'm starting to fade a little bit, which I was expecting to at least go another hour, but like I said, I had a rough morning. I hope Hasbro makes a new Ghost Rider Nicolas Cage figure. Ooh, that'd be awesome. That'd be really cool. I'd like him to show up as Johnny Blaze in the MCU. That'd be awesome. Because then he could be like old man robot arm Johnny Blaze, and they can finally do Dan Ketch finally. Although Danny was kind of in the second Spirit of Vengeance movie as a little kid. I don't think they ever call him Danny Ketch, though. They just call him Danny, but you can assume, right? So anyway, there's the code for Nonstop Spider-Man number 2. Go to marvel.com/redeem. and enter that code. Awesome. So Demon Days or Carnage, shoot me an email at theparasitepodcast@gmail.com, Riddle John. Theparasitepodcast@gmail.com. And then I'll give out whichever one you don't pick. We'll give out the opposite one, and then I'll save the other codes for some episodes coming up. Sorry, I'm not doing too good right now. We already know Hasbro is going to make a Toby figure. Do we? I didn't know that. I did not know that. So Riddle, I don't know if you're still here, Riddle John, but if you are, shoot me an email at the Parasite Podcast. Do it right now, or else you lost your. Maybe you're not here anymore in the chat. You might lose the code. In which case, I'm going to give it to someone in the chat. It's not confirmed, but it's obvious. How's it obvious? That'd be awesome if they did, though. A Tobey Maguire Spider-Man figure. That'd be good. Because we had some good figures when those movies came out, but obviously we'd get much better ones right now. Oh man, we just lost a lot of people. Hey, what's up? Mark Anthony, welcome to the chat, dude. Hello. I think Riddle John bowed out. That's a bummer. I think he just missed his digital code. So sorry, Riddle John. Wait, no, hold on. He emailed me. Demon Days. Okay. Let me send this code to Riddle John. And if anyone won Nonstop Spider-Man number 1 or 2, let me know. Let me know in the chat. Riddle John, since you're still there. I'm sorry, man. I thought you were gone. Happy wedding gift. Let me know if that code works. You're just listening? All right, Drake, no problem. Let me know if that code works, Riddle John. All right. Boom. And then we gave out that code. Boom. All right. Any news on symbiotes aside from the comics and movies? There was a symbiote that popped up. Well, I know this is a comic book thing, but there was a symbiote that popped up in Black Panther, I guess, this past year and a half. I had no idea. I think someone mentioned it to me 6 months ago. So I think in February, it was right before February. I think in January, someone said that to me, hey, there's a symbiote in Black Panther. I was like, what? What symbiote? They're like, I don't know, it's a new one. So I waited, and actually turned out in February they gave out a bunch of free Black Panther comics for Black History Month on Comixology. Marvel just said they're all free, take them. And it was almost every appearance of Black Panther ever, almost all of them. It was 70% of books that Black Panther was in, they gave out for free. So I got everything I could, including a lot of the new stuff. And then they had a sale not too long ago where each issue was only 99 cents. So now I own all of the Ta-Nehisi Coates run that has the symbiote stuff in it. So maybe at some point we'll deal with it, since that is set in the 616 universe. But I don't know anything about it. I haven't read any of it yet. Because they're hiding back some sort of figurines and Funko Pops from No Way Home. Oh, gotcha. Interesting. I mean, do we know? I feel like everyone comments about No Way Home, but it's all it's all rumors. Nobody actually has any concrete information. I love when I see people go oh, my sources say. I'll be honest with you. When I hear YouTubers say that now, I unsubscribe. That's my new favorite thing. If I watch someone and they go I think I just recently subscribed to someone, and then in the episode, because they were doing a live stream, I'm like, oh, I kind of like this person. They seem pretty chill. And then they start talking about, oh, my sources say this, and I unsubscribed because I was like, your sources, huh? You're 500 subscribers and you have sources. Okay, cool. Your sources at Reddit, it's so I don't know. I don't really comment on rumors, to be honest with you, but I'm sure we'll get a No Way Home trailer soon. But we need to get our next Venom trailer soon, our final Venom trailer. So hopefully that'll come first. But I'm sure we'll know for sure soon. But yeah, I don't really comment on rumors. But that would be great. I hope the Spider-Verse thing is a real thing. I have heard that rumor, so I hope that's a real thing, because I like I think that would just be. I love the Spider-Verse animated movie, so a live action version of that would just be awesome to me. You're welcome, Riddle John. No problem, man. Oh, from the cartoon, I can't talk about anything cartoon related at all. So I'm sorry. I can't answer that question, Mark Anthony. I can only answer comic books and movie questions. I can't answer any cartoon questions. I don't really know anything really, but what I think I know, I can't say. Because I also don't know if it's true. Like, it sucks. Like, I know the person who told me would know, but I still don't know. like I've seen that happen before, where you have someone who's like, I'm a direct connection to this thing, and you're like, okay, and then they tell you something, and then you repeat it, but it doesn't happen exactly the way that was said, or something changed. And so I don't know about the cartoon stuff or any cartoon stuff. But I have a feeling we'll probably see, I don't know, we'll probably see other characters before we see Venom cartoon stuff. But I hope Sony makes some kind of announcement on that at some point, like the shared cartoon universe. I hope they make talk about that at some point. I don't know. Who should Seth Green play in the MCU? Seth Green? Who's that? Seth Green. Oh, Seth Green. Oh, yeah. I don't know. Who should Seth Green play? Arcade. He should play Arcade in the X-Men movie. Seth Green. That's awesome. Thanks. Hey, no problem, Mark Anthony. No problem. I'm trying to get the Daredevil and Elektra director's cut on DVD. Oh, that's a good one. You should. Oh, yeah. I hope you find that. Director, I haven't seen. Well, Elektra director's cut, I don't think is that much different. But the Daredevil one, there's like a whole plot in that movie they took out. The Ben Affleck Daredevil movie. So if you haven't seen that in director's cut, you guys should really watch it. There's a lot of story they cut out of that movie for sure. Are you doing Free Comic Book Day? When is Free Comic Book Day? I asked someone recently and they didn't answer me because there's a Spider-Man comic book coming out, Spider-Man and Venom. So yeah, I would like to film something for Free Comic Day. I just don't know when it is. We do need the new Venom trailer. That's true. Hey, X-Master, what's up? Oh, I'm late. How's it going, CK? I'm doing all right, X-Master. Good to see you. I wonder how Venom will defeat Carnage. He better not just overpower him, beat him similar to Riot. Carnage is supposed to be physically stronger than its parent. That's true. Yeah, Venom really has to use his brains in this one, which, Eddie Brock doesn't really have a ton of. So, I mean, he's not a dumb guy, but he's not like a master tactician either. Although in some of the comics, he's written that way. I'm not a big fan, but I like him as like an everyday dude. So, yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I hope it is something like that. I hope it's not just brute force. You're right. Hey, Seek, sorry for being quiet on the videos. That's okay, Andrew. You can hang out, do whatever you want, man. They better make a Venom-focused cartoon later on. Apparently, he's going to debut an Insomniac PlayStation 5 Spider-Man sequel. I don't know what you're talking about, Mark Anthony. I don't know anything about that game. Carnage, Black, White, and Blood #2. I'm going to give this code out. Remember, go to marvel.com/redeem. If you won Nonstop Spider-Man #1 or 2, let me know in the comments down below. This is going to be the last comic we give out on the episode today. Something's going on. Like I can feel it, my stomach, my chest a little bit. I'm starting to a little breathing. Like I'm going back and forth on it, and I'm trying not to panic in front of you guys. So I'll give this code out. I'll catch up on comments, and I'm going to end this episode. I'm so sorry to end episode 650 so short. I wanted to go at least an hour. It looks like I'm going to tap out after 45 minutes or 40 minutes. I'm so sorry about that. I'll try to catch up on comments here in a second, though. But go to marvel.com/redeem and get ready to put this code in. Here we go. Carnage #2. This is 4B5D47QMZNYV. I'm going to leave that up for a second while I catch up on comments. Go to marvel.com/redeem, put this code in, and you will win Carnage Black, White, and Blood #2. Don't worry, you don't need to read issue 1 to read issue 2. All of these are short stories that feature Carnage. So there's 3 different short stories in this book. So just go to that website, put the code in, and let me know in the comments if you won the code. Let me know if anyone won Nonstop Spider-Man number 1 and 2. I hope someone put that code in. If not, you can go back and try to put the code in yourself if you want to rewind. Saturday, August 14th. Oh, you're kidding me. Saturday, August 14th, I will be at MegaCon. So I hopefully they do free comic book day there. I imagine they will. And hopefully I can pick up that free comic book at MegaCon. I will be at MegaCon August 14th and 15th, and I will be filming. So I will make a very fun video for you guys. I'll probably do a Seek and Destroy episode one day, and then I'll try to, if I see any symbiote stuff, I'll make a whole Venom vlog episode about Going as well. So I'll probably film 2 different videos if I have the energy to do both. If not, I'll just make just a Venom vlog episode. So there you go. There's the code. Hey, Seek, send the Masters of the Universe Netflix thing. Have I seen it? For me, it wasn't nearly as bad as I feared. A bit too many plot threads that just didn't land. I haven't checked it out yet. My little brother watched it with my mom last night, apparently. They were telling me about it today, and they were saying that they liked it. So that's cool. I mean, I haven't seen it yet. I been hearing some mixed things. My friend Gene this morning told me that he liked it too. So, or maybe he said he heard it was good. So I don't know. I haven't watched it yet. I'll be honest. I'm not like, I think I was a big He-Man fan when I was a kid, but I don't remember anything about He-Man really. Like I know like Eternia, and he has a sword, and his name's Adam. I mean, that's like the extent of it. So I don't know. But I'll have to check it out at some point for sure. I got to finish Trisay. I think I have my episode, I think I have that recorded. I'll have to double check that. But I have to finish Trisay first. Thank you very much, Seek. You're welcome, Mark Anthony. No problem, man. Yeah, sorry I can't answer some of your questions. I feel bad. I know you. I want to be honest with you and tell you stuff, but I also, there's some things I just don't know what. I don't like repeating things that are told to me, even if I feel like they could be true, because I also don't like ruining the surprise. I actually hate learning stuff. Like actually, I this person who I know now and I have heard stuff through, I tell them like, please don't tell me anymore. I actually don't like it, even with my memory problems now with everything going on. Like I don't want to know. I like still being a fan. I don't do this to be a scooper or to find information before anyone. I do like speculating and having fun with stuff like that, and I know we do that sometimes, but I don't want to go out of my way to ruin anyone's experience of anything. If I do it by accident, I apologize, and I don't mean to do that. But I don't want things ruined for me. I like going in as blind as I can, which is hard to do for Venom for me when you do a show like this and you just talk everything about Venom all the time. It's hard. So yeah. But I'm sorry I haven't been able to answer too many of your questions. Hotspot, what's up? Let There Be Carnage seems to be taking inspiration from Ultimate Spider-Man, the comic, with all the tendrils growing in the size of the church buildings. Yes, right. Yeah, the CGI seemed a little off to me too. The sizing of it reminded me of the ending of Daredevil, actually, that we were talking about that. The ending of Daredevil, Bullseye and Daredevil are fighting in a church, and it's like there are times where the church looks realistic, like they were actually in a church, and then there are times where they CGI'd like a wall with like an organ and pianos and stuff, and it's way bigger than it should be, and you're just like, what? So like the scale is off. So yeah, I got a little bit of that from the last trailer for Venom with Carnage in it, but hopefully that's just a placeholder effect, and hopefully they'll I mean, they've had a whole year to work on the visual effects of this movie, so hopefully it comes out better. I wonder how Carnage will sound like in Venom 2. Hopefully it's not just Woody's voice unchanged, and I really hope they have a scene of the Venom suit giving birth to it. That would be cool. That would be really, really neat. I hope they do something fun with his voice as well. But when he says, I am Carnage, he doesn't say we are Carnage. So it'd be really neat to hear if he just has one voice after they bond. Because obviously in the trailer we hear him say like, hey, Eddie, it's been a while. I missed you. So much or whatever. Like, I think that's probably before he becomes Carnage. So once he becomes Carnage, that would be neat if there was like a slight little sliver of something in the back of his throat that you hear, but it's always there, even when he's Cletus. That could be neat, but who knows? We'll see. I mean, chances are he's going to have a changed voice, most likely. Eddie says, I'm sorry. Don't be sorry for whatever happened. Whatever's wrong, I'm sorry. Seek, the fact that you don't click sit or spoil is a big reason why I like you. Oh, thanks. Well, good. Well, I mean, I try not to. if I do an episode where I speculate, or if I have a pretty good idea about something, I still I'll say like spoilers, like, or potential spoilers ahead. Please don't watch. I try to really be honest and upfront about it. Even going to the set of Venom 2, there was a couple things I had seen that I still have not shared with anybody, and I won't. And there's some things I learned that I will never share with people. Probably even after the movie comes out, I'll probably still. I mean, I don't know. Maybe we can talk about it then. But yeah, I was, again, like, I don't like stuff ruined for me, and so I do my best. Like, but I have had people go like, "Oh, dude, you kind of ruined something for me," and that does make me feel bad. And I'm like, so that's why I try to be more aware of it if I can. Sorry for the spoilers. Oh yeah, Eddie. Yeah, Eddie will sometimes write me and go like, well, now he asks me, which is fine. But before, he would just be like, dude, you'll never believe what happened in this. Boom, here's like an image, or he'll just type it, and I'll go, dude, what? Yeah, I'm just not one of those fans. I don't like to know things early. I've found, I think the reason why I don't like a lot of stuff that comes out, the big stuff, the big blockbuster stuff, is because a lot of that stuff gets ruined before I even see it. I hear rumors, I hear people talking about it. The movie or the trailer doesn't show it to me. I already know about it going into those things. And I feel like that it messes with your expectations a little bit, I feel. And it honestly, for me, it kind of kills a little bit of my, the way I absorb stories and movies and stuff. It makes me look for things that I saw in the trailer as opposed to just letting the movie show me something. And like I said, it kind of it kind of aims my focus while I'm watching a movie at specific things that maybe the movie's better if I go in without a focus. And I noticed that I've liked more movies that I knew less about over the past 2 years than going in knowing stuff. So that's just my approach. I know some people don't like it. I just hopefully respect that I try to not do it. I try not to, I would like all of us to be on a similar level when we go into things, but I know that's not realistic either. Some people like to go out there and, but one thing I really do like and I appreciate is that I've said many times, guys, I don't like spoilers. I don't like to know things. I've had a lot less people message me, a lot less, like 99%. Like, there have been times where I would get like, not a lot, but maybe like 10 messages in a month from people going, dude, check out this. It's a spoiler. Check out that. I got one thing on Instagram the other day. I guess the Venom site posted some behind the scenes video interview thing for the new Venom movie. And it's going to officially come out soon. But I guess it wasn't officially released yet. But there was like someone recorded it on their phone, like off of a screen. Excuse me. And I didn't watch. I watched like 10 seconds of it, and then I was like, "Oh, okay, that's what this is." It's because I saw someone post it, and I hit like because I was like, I think it was Fillmore Antidote or somebody. It was like one of those Venom accounts on Instagram, so I instantly liked it because I saw that it was Venom related. And then it started playing, and I go, "Oh wait, what is this?" And then I saw the low quality of someone's phone looking at it, and I go, "Oh, screw this! I don't want to watch this. I don't want to know anything right now. I'll wait till it officially comes out. So if I do a reaction video on it, you get my genuine reaction." So then someone messaged me with a link, and I said, "Don't send me links to this stuff." So it only happened once in like the past 2 months that I can remember. So that's good. That means that's nice that people actually are respecting where I draw the line for me, and that means a lot to me. It really does. Like because that does get annoying sometimes where people are like, "Hey, check this out," and I know they're doing it to be nice, but it's like I just don't like that kind of stuff. So yeah, Eddie, he said he's sorry, but he asks me. He'll write me and say, "Hey, do you want to know what happens in this?" And I'm like, "No," and he's like, "Okay." So I hope I'm not breaking your heart, Eddie, because I know Eddie just wants to talk to someone about it. But again, I want to read it myself and kind of experience it myself so that I don't get someone else's voice in my head while I'm reading it with how they see it. Because I notice that a lot when someone says, "Oh, this is going to be terrible for this reason," then people go into the movie or go into the experience with that in their head. And I just don't like other people navigating my feelings of things. I like to do it myself. So, yeah. You didn't win any comics, Eric. Let's see. I'll tell you what, Eric. I'm going to give you a chance, man. You better type quick. Go to marvel.com/redeem, Eric. Get there right now, dude. Get there right now. Last code I'm going to give away. Spider Shadow number 4. 3AH. W3G 036 UIG. Eric, you better go fast. Nobody else put this code in if you can help it. Let's try to get Eric a comic book. This is Spider's Shadow number 4. This will give me time to catch up on the comments so I can... I'm trying to tough it out. If you haven't noticed, it's like 50 minutes. I'm like, 10 more minutes. Just tough it out. Tough it out for 10 more minutes, man. Just get I wanted this episode to at least be an hour long. So there you go, Eric. Let me know if you win. Yeah, I know. Spider-Man Shadow Dimension had a good example, too. Then again, his powers were expanded by spoiler. Yeah, that's true. Also, apologies for my spelling being worse than normal. The bubble is almost gone, but as the bubble shrank, the reflections and double images got worse and typing exact... Hey, Andrew, that's okay. Andrew, are you an X-Men fan? Andrew, if you're an X-Men fan, because I wasn't going to give these codes out because they're X-Men comics. But Andrew, send me an email, theparasitepodcast@gmail.com. Send it to me right now or during the stream if you can. I'll respond to you. I don't know if I'll respond to you before the stream ends, but I'll respond to you tonight with something X-Men related, if you want to check them out. It'll be my gift to you because I know you've been recovering and going through a lot. So shoot me an email, Andrew, theparasitepodcast@gmail.com. And like I said, there will be a new Parasite podcast episode going up on Tuesday, and then you'll probably see one a week or one every other week between now and the movie coming out. So for the next 8 weeks, you'll at least get 6 new Parasite podcasts. And then what I was thinking about doing, we're going to end the Parasite podcast, obviously, at some point too, possibly. My thought was, though, is I might contact some of you and get a 5-minute review of the movie of Venom: Let There Be Carnage from you. Maybe do like a 5 to 10 minute review, and I might try to record like 2 or 3 of them in a day and release them as little shorter Venom Parasite podcast episodes. So if you're interested in doing that, just keep my email around, theparasitepodcast@gmail, and just send me an email. Tell me you'd like to be involved with something like that. Maybe the week or 2 after the movie comes out. We'll do that. I'll hit you guys up. We'll use StreamYard. I'll pre-record the episodes so I can edit out anything that you don't want you want edited out, and then I'll post those as like 5 to 10 minute reviews from you guys, the Parasites, and that's what we'll do. We'll call it the Parasite Podcast presents Venom: Let There Be Carnage reviews, by you, the Parasites. I think that'd be fun. Dude, if you need to go. I will. I'll go. I just want to talk symbiotes. Eddie says, I know, man. Movie scene, I want Eddie going to a confessional, Jim speaking, then the symbiote speaking, and the priest Stanley cameo going one at a time, please. That'd be awesome. I wish Stan could have done that. He probably would have loved it. Don't forget, 1999 Spider-Man Unlimited and Marvel Unlimited around or before the same time Venom and Carnage had tendrils. Oh, that's true. Good call. That's a good call. A good one, Mark. And Spider-Man Web of Shadow. That's another good one. Good game. Remember the one I tried to hide the spoiler by trying to put a ton of spaces and it didn't work? That was hilarious. Yeah, Eddie did. He was like trying to spare me. He was like, yeah. He was like, here, scroll down if you want to see, but it all came as one big message. So when I clicked on the it said it was like, oh, you have a direct message. And I clicked on it, it started at the bottom of the message where his spoiler was. And I was like, shit. I was like, come on. Yeah, it's awesome. So there you go. Eric, did you get the comic? Can't wait for the movie reviews, especially YMS, the Swordsman, and the Birdman? Okay, awesome. Oh yeah, cool. Are those the other channels you watch? Birdman and YMS. Do I know those ones? I don't know if I know those channels. So yeah, and I'm caught up on comics. But Eric, hopefully you won that comic book. Hopefully you stuck around. If not, if someone's watching later, if you want to rewind and try to get it. But what I'll do is, coming up, I'll be reviewing this comic, Spider-Man Spider Shadow. I'll be reviewing this during the Peter Parker month, which is going to be in late August, because we still have a lot of Carnage stuff. I mean, god dang, I was going through and I'm like, God, I still got more Carnage stuff to do. So we in the next 2 or 3 weeks, we'll finish Carnage stuff. But then after that, we'll get into Peter Parker Spider-Man. And that I'm going to condense to like maybe 5 or 6 episodes. And then we'll do the Peter David miniseries. So that'll be an additional like 3 episodes. So it'll be like 8 episodes total, but I could try to pump all those out, because my goal is in September to just be ready for any movie news. We're 60 days away from the movie coming out now, so I was kind of hoping to get something this week. Maybe we'll get that thing that Venom site put up the other day. Maybe we'll get something like that going this week officially. But I'm hoping with us being under 2 months now, we should start seeing a few things, hopefully. And but I don't know how much. I don't know how much marketing Sony's going to put into this movie. I am going to reach out to Golden Apple Comics and see if they're going to do anything, because I saw recently they're back into the full swing of promoting movies that are coming out that are comic book related or nerd related. So I'm going to reach out to them and see if they're going to do anything for Venom, Let There Be Carnage, if they're going to give out any posters, and if so, I'm going to see if they'll let me buy some and have them mail it to me, because I miss Golden Apple tremendously. Like, I like the comic store I go to here, but I really miss California a lot of days. There are days where I wake up here and I forget that we moved here. Like, it's like it's discombobulating, like, sometimes, where I'm like this morning was a pretty rough run. In fact, this morning my hair was on my face was really long, and my hair on top of my head was like coming out. Like, I looked like a caveman, and I couldn't believe it. I was like, have I been going to work like this? Like, I the memory stuff has been really rough lately. So it's like this morning was rough. So what I did was, after I calmed myself down and I was trying not to like have a panic attack, and I was controlling my breathing. That's the number one thing I got to do in that situation, so I don't get overwhelmed and it doesn't cause a domino effect for other problems. After I composed myself and took a minute, I walked Echo to get some fresh air, and then the thing I got to keep telling myself is, this is how it is. Like, don't complain about it, don't whine about it, don't feel bad about yourself, don't pity yourself. Like, this is how it is, man. Some days you're gonna wake up and you're gonna remember the past 3 weeks, and some days you're not. So like, it's okay. Like, you didn't do anything wrong. You're not at fault here. Just, it's okay. So once I get into that mode, it's like, okay, I'm accepting this. So what do I do now? And today I was like, let's give myself a haircut. So I went into the bathroom and I was like, okay, breathing, shower, shave my face, get it down to a reasonable level to be presentable. Because I'm like, have I been going to work looking like a freaking caveman? And then trimming the sides and getting like an actual hairstyle, like. So, and then after I did that, I did feel a lot better. I looked at myself in the mirror and I go, I don't look like I gave up. I did this morning when I woke up and I just had gray hair coming out of the beard. I'm like, God, I'm getting fucking old. And it's fun because I see people go like, I see people my age on YouTube get made fun of for being 40 years old and doing YouTube channels. And I got to be honest, I've had one or two of that here before. But most of you guys are really nice. You don't make fun of me for being 40 and still talking about comic books and stuff. And that's very nice of you. Like, because it's such an easy, low-hanging fruit joke to make towards me. And then today when I was shaving off white whiskers, I was like, God dang. I go, but I still, I still have one foot in the real world. I work and have a job and stuff too. And I do this because it's fun and I love you guys. And it's been a blast doing this show. Check your Target source for the Blacklight Venom Funko Pop and Thirst combo pack. Thirst? You mean t-shirt? Oh, t-shirt. Probably. You meant t-shirt. Yeah, my brother sent me a link to that earlier. I don't have any money right now. I got to pay rent in a couple days, and I barely have enough for rent. So basically at work, I don't make enough money to pay rent at my job. I don't work enough hours to do it, and it doesn't pay enough, except for if I hit my sales bonus. So if I hit my sales bonus every month, every percentage I hit, I get a higher bonus. So if I hit 90%, it's like $150 extra onto my last check for the month. If I go and then higher, if I hit 100%, it goes higher. And if I hit 110% or more, it goes even higher than that. So the last 2 months, I've been hitting the top tier bonuses. And only because I've hit those is the only reason I've been able to pay bills. Because 2 months ago in May, I had to have my surgery on my birthday, no less. And I couldn't work for 2 weeks. Like, I tried to go back to work, but it was a nightmare. I wasn't functioning. I was too tired. Fatigue was too bad. It was too strong. I couldn't do it. And this was a surgery that if I got it at Lego, I would go back to Lego like 5 days later, which was also stupid to do, but I endured. I pushed myself through it. I can't do it anymore. Like, even going back 2 weeks later was still rough. So I had to borrow like $500. I think $500 from my mom and $100 from another friend, and it was heartbreaking to have to borrow that much money. As I started selling stuff on eBay, trying to help out, I paid my friend back. My mom was like, "It's fine. Like, pay me back when you can. Just keep hitting those sales goals so you don't have to borrow money anymore. And I don't like that. I like making my own living. Like, I like having a job. I like doing that. And then I like coming home some days and making videos. Like, I like the balance. I have one foot in each world, and it's nice. I know the doctor would like me to have one foot more in my bed and rest more, but this is therapeutic to me. This helps me, I feel. Even if it hurts me at the same time, it does help me. I like talking about comic books. And you guys are very supportive, and you're awesome. But you also tell me when to shut the hell up. Like right now, when you're like, hey, end the episode. You've done it. You've made it past the hour. You can stop rambling now. So I will. I'll stop rambling. I'll end my story right there and just say that that I can't tough it out anymore, and I do rest more. That's why you guys don't get as much content, or why I post those posts where I'm like, hey, I'm sorry, I'm 2 days late, but I'll get the video up soon. It's because I do take more time for myself nowadays. And when I write, like if I write, I used to write for like 8 hours and then I would stop. Now I write for like 4 hours and I go, okay, let's write for 4, take a break, do something else, maybe take a nap, and come back and write for another hour or 2, and then you're done for the day. So I don't torture myself like I used to. I actually have been very good about reining it in. And I think that's why on days like this, I can have energies and how I can push myself to go to the hour, which we just did. But yeah, the Funko Pop, I'm not going to be able to get it. I wanted to unbox this on today's episode, and I completely forgot. My friend Nathan bought me this for my birthday. So we will do another live stream coming up. I'll make up, since we had to end this one a half hour early, I'll do another live stream at some point coming up. Maybe after the next trailer. If we get another trailer soon, we'll do a live trailer discussion. And during that, I'll open this up and check this out. But the Funko Pop, I probably won't buy. I don't have any more money right now. You have the ability, my special needs sister lacks in vein, be able to pump the brakes before the full-on panic attack sets in. It's tough. I mean, I feel it coming. So I'm in mid-attack usually. But the thing is, I've been spending so much time working on my breathing. That seems to be the thing that makes it worse for me, is that I lose control of my breathing to where I'm taking bigger breaths or not big enough breaths, and I start freaking out, and I get lightheaded, and I start panicking. The key for me is to get the breathing under control. And so I have a board out in the living room. I usually go sit on the couch. I have the board there, and I'm reading the board and breathing. I'm listening to like the sounds of the ocean or something. Like I have a whole process. And I think it's because I do like how I have one foot in the work world and one foot in the YouTube world. Also, same thing. I try to keep a balance of awareness. I think that's the hardest thing is working on awareness. When you have some of these conditions, it's hard to also be aware of them. And me, I keep fighting to stay aware, because then it helps keep me, it gives me an advantage in the fight against it, I guess. Discombobulation is the worst kind of bobulation. That's also true. I think Gandhi said that. At Andrew, I enjoy how he attacks people indiscriminately, at least in the comics and old cartoons. What's this? I love critical and mostly negative criticisms of films, though that's Adam, your movie sucks style. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of, I mean, if you're negative, if you're constructive, I'm okay with it. But I see a lot of people, like, right now it seems like Snake Eyes is getting shit on a lot by a lot of fans, because they're like, it's a completely different take on Snake Eyes, it's terrible, blah 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 blah. And I'm like, and they don't seem to, they're not saying anything critical, they're just saying it sucks. Like, it sucks because it deviates from the books or the comics. And I'm like, that's not that's an opinion, but that doesn't come across as criticism to me. So yeah. Sorry for misfortune seek. I hope you fully recover for the, hey, that's okay. Anytime I tell you guys stuff about my health, that's very kind of you to say, but you don't need to. It's fine. I always, the thing that gets me through is I know people have it out there way worse. I never say anything to complain to you guys. Sometimes people ask, and I'm just informing to keep you up to date. But I have had a good life, man. Like, I don't care if it all ends tomorrow. I had a good life. Like, I really did. I don't have any complaints. Mistakes I've made, I learned from them. I've grown as a person in a lot of ways, and yeah, there's still room for more growth. We can always keep growing, but I'm happy of the person I am. Like, I'm not a piece of shit, in my opinion. I know some egotistical people might say that about themselves too, but I genuinely don't think I'm a bad person. I try my best every day, and I hope it's enough for people. And I just want people to be happy. Like, I just, not that I live in some fantasy world where everyone has to be happy. I know things are bad for people. I'm not blind to that, and I'm empathetic towards it. And I never put my problems above others. If I say, oh, I had this, and someone says, well, I have this going on, I'm not here to make it a contest. I usually go, hey, I'm so sorry that's happening to you. Like, it sucks. A lot of us have it tough, and some of us have it way tougher than others, and it's not fair. It just isn't fair. So so I appreciate you saying that. And you're always welcome here, my friend. Mark, you're awesome. Hope the stream was monetized by you, Seek. I just had an ad after logging off or back in. It is monetized. This one is monetized. Thank you. Yes, it is. Sorry about the ad. Dude, I know exactly what it feels like to have that stubborn pride about needing to maintain your sense of I am not a failure. That's constantly what I look at. I you know what? But I finally said the other day, as I'm wrapping up Neverland, I said, once this book is done, this book just took way too long to make. These books, I should say, took way too long to make. So I feel like a failure because of that book series. And I've had people who backed it call me a failure because I took too long to deliver it. And they're right. I never argued with them once. I said, you're right. I 100% agree with you. You are right. I'm a failure at this. I should have done this. This should have been done already. I wasn't smart enough to finish this book. I wasn't talented enough to finish this book. Anything you want to say that you think sounds too mean, it's not. You're 100% right about that. But I did not give up on this book. I worked on it consistently. There may have been like a month where I'm like, I'm burnt out. I can't do it this month. I hate taking a whole month off, but I got to walk away for right now. It's too much. I have done that, but I would after that month, I would come right back to the books. So I never gave up. And so to me, I'm like, in my opinion, I'm like, okay, now that they're done, I failed on getting it done on time when, like I said I would, but I finished it. And so in the end, I feel better, and it was a learning experience, and I'll never write another book series again. That's for damn sure. You need ad revenues more than the staffs at YouTube HQ, no offense. I mean, I would like to make money from this. I mean, there are times where every once in a while, like, it'd be like every 6 or 7 months, I'll get like $100 check from YouTube, and I'll be like, holy cow, that's great. Just in time to pay the electric bill or the phone bill or something, or, whatever. So it happens sometimes. So, and that just comes from people watching the channel. If you watch, especially if you watch an episode all the way through, that helps out big time. If you give a thumbs up, that helps. If you comment, that helps. If you're subscribed, obviously that helps. So, YouTube's a machine. And so the more you play with the machine, the more you play with the machine, the more it plays back, I guess. So if you hit more buttons, you hit like, subscribe, comment, the more you engage, the more the machine likes that and bumps me up. So yeah, I would love that, but I don't think I would ever give up a real life, like a job in the real world. But I would say if I did make more money at this, I would try to spend more time when I'm not working, learning things about making videos. I would try to learn more, so that way when I do put stuff out, the quality is like a lot better, or the type of video is a lot better. You see me sometimes get experimental on this channel, but I fail at that too sometimes. But I do try to do different things to see what works. Mark and I can respect that. I appreciate you guys. You and Andrew, Mark and Andrew, you guys are awesome. That's all that matters. Trying your best. Exactly. That's all we can. At the end of the day, that's all we can do. Like I used to tell that to people that I worked with and worked for. I'm like, that's all we can do is our best. So if you come into work and you screw something up, I'm not mad at you. Like I'm always on your side. Like we're coworkers. I'm not going to choose the customer over you. I may have to play nice to the customer, but you're what matters. You're my coworker. You're the one I'm with every single day. And I do want the customer to come back, so I got to make sure they still have a good experience. But don't feel bad. It's okay. Like I don't think you're a bad person. We all have our days, so just keep trying your best. That's like the best advice anyone could give, I think. Be water, as Bruce Lee says. They are right, but at the same time, they aren't going to just lay down and die. Says a lot of good things about you. Well, that's nice of you to say. I've tried that route, and that didn't work either. I've tried the give up route, and someone doesn't want me to give up yet. And I'm glad that someone didn't let me, because I then, right after I gave up, within within 6 months of that, I started this show. I mean, and I think that was one of the best decisions I made was doing a Venom show. Like, and even when I tell my mom about it, she goes, "I can't believe it took you this long to do a Venom show." And I go, "You're right." But it came at the perfect time. Um, Nice to know YouTubers get paychecks from the platform. Yeah, occasionally I'll get like $100, usually like every 6 to 8 months, just from views and stuff, which is fine. I mean, that's more than I was expecting, and probably more than I deserve sometimes. So I try. Remember the last time I got $100 was from in December, and I bought the microphone, the keyboard, the new mouse, the mouse pad, the webcam, and the lights back here, the LED lights. And then I bought one other thing. I went real cheap. I bought like cheap stuff, like good stuff, but still cheap. Like I bought them when they were on sale at Christmas. It's like this mic was like normally like $100 mic, but I got it for like $50 or $40. And then the webcam was normally like $40, and I got it for 20. So like I was really smart about shopping. I wanted to make sure the money you guys essentially gave me stretched and went a long way, but also improved the quality. Now, right now, you're not hearing the mic quality because I don't have the mic hooked up to this computer. But when I get StreamYard back, when I'm paying for it again, which I'll probably start doing again next month, you'll hear the mic, you'll hear the better sound quality starting next month. That's why I love working with you. Riddle John says, that's why I like working with you too, man. You're an awesome dude. Better than nothing and late than never, as always. That's right. But that's it for me, guys. It's 1 hour and 11 minutes. That's my cue to go. I'm not feeling too good, and the light is starting to really bother me. So I gave out, hopefully, some good comics. We will have more. I'll give out, when I do the Carnage Black, White, and Blood review, I'll review all 4 issues or discuss them. I'll give out issues 3 and 4 digital codes in that episode. And then when I do the Spider-Man Spider Shadow, I have issues 1 and 2 here, and then I don't have issue 3. Well, 3 I opened up. There was no digital code inside of number 3. It was just a blank spot, no word, no digits. So that's why I gave out issue 4 earlier. So whenever I review Spider Shadow, I'll give out issues 1 and 2 in that episode too. And then if whoever I told email me, Andrew or something, like if you sent me an email at the Parasite Podcast, I'll send you something. And if you want to share what I send you with Mark, you're more than welcome to. So send me an email. I'll send you, Andrew, I'll send you 4 comic book codes for some X-Men comics. And if you want to keep 2 and give 2 to Mark, however you want to split them up, you guys figure it out. But send me an email at theparasitepodcast@gmail.com. Everyone else, thank you for 4 amazing years. We're not done yet. Our 4-year anniversary is on November 5th. So I'm going to try to at least get to episode 700 by then. So this show may end up running 4.5 years. We may run a little bit past or at least 4 years in a couple months. But I'm trying to get to episode 700 by November 5th. And I think with all the movie stuff coming up, as long as Sony markets this movie and spends a little bit of money to do that, hopefully we'll get things like that to talk about and stuff. And then I'll try to do another live episode in like a week or so. And we'll unbox this and kind of look through all the goodies that are in here. So thank you all so much for the support. It means a lot to me. Thanks for the great conversations that we always have. Thanks for the kind words. They're just they mean a lot to me. And you guys just coming in here and hanging out with me is it's just awesome. And it's a great way to end my day today, because it started off really tough, and I'm glad this worked out. Like, for example, like if you guys want to know how the extent of the memory problems with. I didn't realize dementia, like early onset dementia, was going to be like this. Like I kind of was expecting the worst, but some days I'm really blown away. Like today, an episode went up where I'm drawing in the episode, and it was footage from like I said, I guess when I was working on the poster idea for the Venom movie poster, and that I never finished. It felt like the first time watching it. I was watching the episode today going, like, I don't remember making this at all. I actually already have episode 651 and 652 recorded and edited and ready to go up. I think 651 will go up tomorrow and 652 will go up on Tuesday. So, along with the Parasite Podcast. So that's what I'm saying. Like, sometimes I'm making episodes and then a couple days later, I don't even remember making them. I wasn't expecting stuff like that. Like, I guess I kind of knew it, but I didn't it's different when you experience it. So it does mean a lot to have a day, like a morning like I had, but then have a good day at work like I had, and do some good sales, like get some good sales in today, and then come home and have a conversation like this with you guys, celebrating 650 episodes of a show that I created on a whim 4 years ago, and met all you guys through. So without getting too more mushy, thank you all so much. It's so hard to say goodbye to yesterday. God, I can't hit the high note because I almost I got choked up there emotionally, and now I can't hit that high note. So I'm sorry. I let you down, Boys to Men, and Eddie's Mullet. But thank you guys. Don't say goodbye yet. We got 100 more episodes to go, and we're going to get started tomorrow. So thank you so much. Can't wait for the 4-year anniversary and the next after. All right, take care, Seek, and everyone. You too, Mark, Eddie, and Andrew, Riddle John, everyone who came in here tonight. Angel, all of you. Thank you so much. We'll see you in the future. Peace.